Leigh-Chantelle from VivaLaVegan.net, and today I'm going to make one of my favourite dishes. It's just a basic stir-fried greens. So what we have, we've got a bunch of kale over here, we've got maybe a handful of coriander, a couple of zucchinis, courgettes, and I also have some chili and some nutritional yeast flakes. So I'm just going to chop up the zucchinis like so, and I like cutting the zucchini into long strips like this, and we want them all similar sort of lengths and pieces. And this is just a really easy recipe that you can make, and you can serve it with quinoa or brown rice, polenta even, some noodles, whatever you like. But it's just, and I just like to have it by itself actually. And it's good, lots of greens, makes you feel good, healthy and nutritious. And yeah, so what we're going to do is come over to the wok and bring our goodies with us. So I've already had the wok on, it's been heating up a bit over here. So what I'm going to do is add the zucchini first into the wok. And then while that's cooking, I've got a handful of coriander, and we're going to chop that up somewhat, just into smallish sort of pieces. Like so. So many people don't like coriander or cilantro for my US friends, and you either love it or hate it, I've found. So then you can add the coriander, cilantro into the wok, stir that around. And also I've got some chili, crushed chili flakes. So you only need a few of these. Sometimes I put in too many. And one of my favourite things, nutritional yeast flakes, which is really great for vegans and vegetarians. Just sprinkle a few like that. And you can always add more if you need to. And we're just going to stir this around until the zucchini is softer. So just keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom, which I have a habit of doing quite often. And then I'm just going to cut up a few bits of kale. So I've got a bunch of kale here, and pretty much you can just pull them apart. If you go down the spine like so and pull it apart, you could chop it as well. And I've just got the stalks from off of the kale, and I'll put them in a veggie juice later. So still using all the kale. And just keep an eye on the zucchini too while we're doing that. So we're just pulling a few pieces off the kale like this, and you can make a really lovely kale salad as well. Kale's great, very nutrient dense. Anything that's really dark green is really good for you and nutrient dense. So try to have at least 1 cup of green veggies per day. And you can have that in a smoothie in the morning, a green smoothie. You can have it in a salad at lunch, and you can have it in a stir fry for dinner. So the zucchini looks pretty soft here now, and I'm just going to add a few bits of the kale at a time and just make sure that gets a bit soft. You could also add okra. That's one of my favourite vegetables, and but it's actually not in season here in Australia at the moment because it's winter. And you could also even add some pine nuts, some walnuts, some other nuts to this. But I just like this. Just think basic greens, a few herbs, as in the cilantro or the coriander, and just a few of my favourite toppings. So like the savoury yeast flakes and the chili. You could also add some garlic and onion if you wanted to, but I don't really think you need to do that. And just see with the kale, until you just need to get it limp. So that's all you're looking at really here. And then pretty much turn the hot plate off, put it in a bowl. That's pretty much our stir-fried greens. So we've got zucchini, courgette, kale, can put okra in there as well, and we've got a few herbs and spices. So I hope you really like that simple, easy to prepare and healthy and nutritious dish. Have a look at vivalavegan.net for more information.